where I was a graduate student, doctoral student at the University of Wisconsin. And by that point, I had taught for 5 years at a Bible college. I had 2 master's degrees. I was not a newbie to biblical stuff. But one Sunday morning, I was sitting in church, and a friend of mine who was also in the Hebrew and Semitics department was there. And you know how it is. You have a few minutes to kill before the service starts. And I don't remember what we talked about, but I'll never forget the way it ended. And he had his Hebrew Bible with him there, and he said, "You need to read Psalm 82 in Hebrew." And I did. And what I saw there was life-changing. I'm going to show it to you today. But the first thing that sort of popped into my head was, how in the world could I be a doctoral student and have taught 5 years, 15, 20 different classes, and have never seen what I saw in the text that morning? So now what's the payoff to all this? We have a few minutes left. Well, I would say again that you're beginning to see the idea of the heavenly council as a template for really the church, okay? And this actually works itself out in a number of ways, but the one we've talked about here is that God doesn't need a council, but he likes to have children, and he likes those children to be partners. He wants them to participate with him in doing the things that he wants to get done. And that is going to become a template for how God views human believers in the New Testament. It's also interesting that the divine council we saw in Psalm 89, and again, that's not a unique verse, but the members of the council are called holy ones. Holy ones, okay, is a term that is mostly, overwhelmingly used of supernatural beings in the Old Testament. But when you get to the New Testament, that language used of supernatural beings in the Old Testament is never used of supernatural beings in the New Testament. It's only used of human believers. Again, it creates this connection between the members of this council and human believers over here. To cut to the chase, again, we'll develop these ideas later, but the whole idea of the cloud of witnesses in Hebrews, okay, Hebrews 12, it's a reference to the council. It's believers joining the council, and ultimately, when you get to eschatology, when believers are put over the nations, and the gods of those nations have been judged and removed and displaced, and believers replace them, we become the reconstituted sons of God of the council. This is why Hebrews 2 has God, or has Jesus, presenting us to God and God to us. Where? In the congregation, in the council. Again, there's a logic to all of these things that make them blend together and cohere.